Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Years is a long time, and that means there's a lot to celebrate. 2023 is Hamilton County's bicentennial year. Learn about the many planned fun and free activities by visiting hamcoturns200.com or follow Hamco Turns 200 on your favorite social media platform. 9 townships, 4 cities, 4 towns, 1 great year. See you there.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Baseball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd like to also thank our other great sponsors: Noblesville Trophy, Scalar Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network, Bastion Solutions, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Real Estate, Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance, Blades Audio, Video, and Security, Hamilton County Bicentennial, and the Hamilton County Reporter. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Perry, before we get much to say, let's go ahead and turn things over to public address announcer Greg Atkins with the introduction of the Millers.
Looking for the starters for your Noblesville Millers. Leading off the shortstop, sophomore Trevor Corbin. Second third, freshman number 15, Aiden Reynolds. Third, pitching, senior number 4, Bryce Reeves. Heading fourth in right field, a junior number 22, Nolan Decker. Heading fifth and playing first, number 19, senior Jack Shade. Heading sixth in center field, sophomore number 27, Aiden Ramsey. Back seventh and catching, a senior number 9, Jacob Edwards. Hitting eighth in left field, number 7, junior Josh Pete. Hitting ninth for the Millers, the DH, a senior number 11, Hunter Corbett. Double hitting for the second baseman, junior number 13, Brady Bishop. Head coach for the Millers in his 19th year is Justin Cooper, assisted by Jacob Shearer, Scott Henson, Bryce Ward, Ken Young, and Quentin Miller. At this time, fans, we ask that you all please rise the nose wearing caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, here at Dunker Field, it is 80 degrees with a very strong wind out of the south at about 20 miles an hour. And Perry, that's going to be a factor in this game tonight. We're liable to see some long ball tonight and maybe something hit across State Road 32 the way that wind is blowing.
Yeah, it's definitely blowing out here today. On the mound for the Millers here, Bryce Riggs. He's 3-0 on the season for the Millers. Behind the plates, Jacob Edwards. All right, we're going to go through the camera shots here and take a look around the field here. There's a center field camera.
First base side.
Of course, that's a scoreboard camera.
Also, we'd like to apologize in advance. I guess you really don't need to apologize, Perry, but the fact of the matter is with this strong wind, the cameras are going to be bouncing a little bit. It's not your television set or your phone. It's definitely most definitely the wind, which is extremely strong out here. So we'll do our best to try to batten down the hatches as well as we can and get these great shots to you that Jim Wofford and company are providing for us. We really appreciate their effort. Millers last night, Perry, ended up winning 5-3 down at Franklin Central, but they were behind by a run going into the seventh.
Yeah, certainly were. A big game last night for the Millers to get that victory, to bring them 4-1 in the conference and 9-3 on the season. Big night for Jack Shade, the senior first baseman. He has been on a tear since last week about this time in the Fisher series and had a great game at Carmel on Saturday. So he's got a hot bat. He's seeing the ball really good this season.
Yeah, he's batting .344 and batting in the fifth position, so maybe we'll see him in the first inning.
Yeah,
we're ready to go. The Flashes step in. First batter for them will be their center fielder. Catcher is number 3, Max Thacker. Thacker comes in a .353 batter, facing Bryce Riggs. Riggs with a 1.25 ERA. Millers are very strong on pitching this season, Perry.
Yeah, absolutely they are. Thacker's leads the team in hits with 11 hits.
That one gets by Jacob Edwards. 2-0 now. Thacker, a senior outfielder. Swing and a miss. Bryce gave him a nice fastball there, didn't he?
Yeah.
See what he comes back with here, if he's going to try some off speed or keep the heat on. Another pitch at just about the same place.
He's got a good fastball. He'll hang with that fastball quite a bit.
Evens up the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. That one's fouled straight back. Just got under that.
Beautiful night here, just a little bit windy. The wind started picking up this afternoon,
Boy,
Brad.
It's
really picked up.
Yeah, it has. Ooh, boy. I thought that was going to be strike 3 called, but it must have been a little bit
full count.
Low and outside. As a team, the Flashes are only batting .215. As Perry said, Thacker is the leading batter on this team.
Walked him.
He's a little bit outside again, just about that same place. And
one thing about it is Riggs hadn't walked very many people. He's pitched in 3 games this season, and
that'll be the eighth walk of the season.
Yeah.
So that'll bring up Nate Schwark. He's at second base tonight. He's the only other batter on the roster playing tonight who's batting over .300 for the Flashes.
And he's got 9 hits on the season.
Yeah,
6 RBIs. And 1 double.
1-0. The first pitch was a fastball a little bit low. Schwartz ready.
He's
there
going.
Goes.
Edwards got a good arm.
Yes,
he got him there.
He got him.
Yeah, baby.
So Jacob Edwards mows down Max Thacker for the first out. That clears the bases. Evens the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. What a difference having that arm on the catcher makes, Perry.
Yeah,
That's also probably going to give Riggs a little bit more confidence, too, that he knows he's got somebody behind the plate who can mow that runner down there. And instead of having 1 out and a runner or no outs and runner in a scoring position, they got 1 out, nobody on the bases. There's a nice little
that
looper.
may be true.
Oh,
Bishop.
Brady Bishop. I think he thought that was hit a little bit higher at first because he kind of backed off a little bit and then realized that the trajectory of that ball was in front of him.
Yeah.
And so Nate Schwark reaches with a
E on 4.
Are they going to call that an error or are they going to call it a hit? Haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. We'll see what they call that. I'm going to call it a hit myself. I think the wind played havoc with that, but we'll see what they put up on the scoreboard. That brings up the third batter. Corbin Napier steps in at 2:07, takes the first pitch for strike 1. That one's fouled off to the right. Napier at the hole 0-2. Be interesting to see here, Perry, how much of a lead Schwark is going to get at first. If he might try to advance to second or not after the way Edwards mowed down Thacker.
You know, Edwards has been back there 3 years. He's a fine catcher. He's a senior.
Good arm.
Very experienced.
Riggs could not get Napier to nibble at that outside fastball. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. You can hear the wind whipping around on our microphones today. That's not your stomach. That is the wind.
Yeah.
1-2 the count. Runner on first, Nate Schwark. Got a small lead. That one's high, evens up the count of 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Wind's really picked up now. Guessing pretty good out there.
I would say we're in the 25 to 30 mile an hour range right now. Throw over to first. Schwark is back there in plenty of time. I think after he saw Edwards mow down Thacker,
they're
taking a very conservative lead off first there. Got about 3 or 4 steps. That one's over the outside corner at the knee. And Corbin Napier is
Bueller.
Second out of the inning. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, who also happens to be the designated hitter, who also happens to be the pitcher.
The pitcher number
That
16,
being Ben
Almansik.
Almansik batting 200, as we said. Not a lot of power on this Franklin Central team.
No, it's certainly not.
Well, they have made a ruling. We'll talk about that in a minute here. Let's see what happened if they've got a play on that ball. Nope, just outside. The pop-up on Schwartz has now been ruled as an error rather than a base hit. So that will be an error 4. One man on. Schwartz still at first. 0-1 the count.
Strike 2, 0-2.
Yep, Almansik took a big swing and a miss on that. This is what Riggs likes to do. He just likes to get ahead of these batters and mow them on down.
That's the way to do it, man.
Let's see if he gets that low outside. Oop.
Ooh.
I don't know if that was
May have been a little high.
Little high or just a shade outside, but that had to be a pitch that had to be hard to lay off of there.
Strike 3, he got it.
Strike 3 is called on Almansik. So at the top of the first for the Flashes, no runs, no hits. 1 error, 1 left on the bases. Nothing to nothing in the middle of the first. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Celebrating over 30 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with the same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out at noblesvilletrophies.com.
Well, Perry, the Millers actually legitimately allowed 2 base runners in that inning. The leadoff batter, Thacker, got on a walk. He was erased on an attempted steal, and then Nate Seawork, he was stranded at first, reached on an error. So no hits in the inning. So let's see what the Millers can do here in the bottom of the first.
And Edwards kind of set the tone there too, Brad, in that first inning when they did get the first batter on, and he threw him out at second base. So
yeah, that was all the difference in the world in that inning.
Yeah, they got a little bit more conservative on that second batter after.
Well, I think the other thing that happened out there, Perry, is it really set a tone that when
yeah, absolutely it did.
when Schwartz reached the base. I don't think he got more than about 3 or 4 steps off that base.
Yeah, you're right.
And not as much from the fact that Riggs was going to throw over to first, because I believe in that whole inning, I think Riggs only threw over to first one time.
Yeah.
But I think what he was showing there, Perry, is he was showing, I'm not interested in trying to steal here.
Yeah.
Because I know what that arm behind the plate's going to do for me.
Absolutely. And it makes a lot of difference. You got a senior on a mound, a senior behind the plate, and a senior at first base. So they're no strangers to each other. So that's always important. That senior leadership, when you make a run and you with a good season, it's important that you have great seniors.
Sophomore Trevor Corbett steps in for his first at bat, leading off for the Millers tonight.
Trevor has 8 hits on the season, 5 RBIs, and 4 doubles.
Wow! Did you see that nice curveball there
Yeah,
from Ermansik? That was a nice opening pitch.
Corbett led the Millers last year at 406, so he really hasn't got into his stride so far. But so he's very capable, and you could see that as he's already got 4 doubles and a home run.
Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. That one's high and outside. Makes it 2 balls and a strike. Corbett at shortstop tonight. That's a little bit low. He's worked it from an 0-1 to a 3-1 count.
One thing about it, Coach Justin Keever's team are very, very conservative up there at the plate. They watch their pitches and they're very patient.
That brings up the third baseman, Aiden Reynolds. Reynolds steps in, leading batter on this team for the Millers at .369. Let's see if
he's got 12 hits on the season.
Romancic starts him off with a fastball, and he swings and tips it foul.
Edwards got a really good start down in Tennessee in those 4 games down there when the Millers went 4-0.
Over to first.
He's only a freshman, Brad. Nice built freshman.
I'll bet he's got scouts and the universities looking at him already.
Yeah, big time. He's got some pretty good power. There's a pitch.
Nice curveball there by Romancic.
Mansky's got a pretty good curveball.
Yeah.
It's a slow curveball, but it's pretty good.
And it just seems to drop into the zone at the last moment there. See what he comes back with. High heat. Couldn't get Reynolds to bite on that.
Corbett's got good speed, so.
Getting a pretty good lead. That one's outside.
He's got 3 stolen bases on the season so far.
Momentarily gets away from Dylan Richards, but evens the count there, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Corbett got a pretty good lead over there.
Yeah, he does. Throw over, he's back in plenty of time.
It's a pretty good view over there down that first base camera there, Brad.
Yeah, they've got a nice shot of that. Here comes the 2-2. That's well hit.
Oh, dear. That's good. Well, that's out of here.
It's gone.
Aiden Reynolds, a home run.
A 2-run homer for Reynolds.
The young freshman.
Perry, that ball was hit so hard, that was going out regardless of what the wind was doing.
Yeah, it sounded good. Reynolds in his first home run, varsity home run as a Miller there.
So the Millers take advantage of the walk to Corbett. Reynolds steps up, goes long ball, puts them ahead 2-0.
Bryce Riggs, Eastern Illinois commit, is the batter for the Millers. Riggs batting .324.
A little low and inside. Riggs is one of those kids, Perry, to me, that just by his size, the way
he's
he
strong,
steps up
physical,
there, he's intimidating. That's well hit to center field. Center fielder Thacker is there, but he's got it. So Riggs flies out on the second pitch.
The one thing about it here, the Millers right now, well, Riggs can bat either way. He can bat right or left. But Decker's left-hander, and so is Shade.
Nolan Decker steps in, the cleanup hitter. That one's over the inside corner, belt high.
Decker's a very patient hitter at the plate. He hadn't really got that hot bat yet, but he has 13 walks, so he's very patient up there, has a very good on-base percentage.
Yeah, he's in the hole at 0-2 on an inside pitch and an outside pitch. Let's see what he can come back with. That one's a little low, makes it 1-2.
Yeah, his on base percentage with only 5 hits is 500, so pretty patient hitter.
Hot shot.
Oh.
Knocked down by the shortstop. Nice play. A very nice play by the shortstop.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball.
Tutterow. And the Millers go down. So in the bottom of the first for the Millers, 2 runs and 1 hit, no errors.
He took that glove off his hand. It's hurting a little bit.
You're watching Hamilton County Television. Whoops. That's 2 outs. My mistake. I thought we were at the end of the inning. Sorry about that, folks.
Jack Shade.
Shade takes the first pitch, low and outside. My mistake on that.
Jack Shade's had a great 4 games here. He's right now he's hitting 344.
That one hits the lower outside corner for Shade.
He hit a ball down the right field line at Carmel, man. I thought that ball was never going to come down. He hit so hard.
Swing and a miss on Shade. I think Shade might have missed a sign from the third base coach. He's running down there to third to talk to him, and he's in the hole right now at 1-2.
He looked like he was a little anxious on that swing there.
Yeah.
He was 3 for 4 last night in the ball game.
The 1-2 pitch, that's high and outside. Evens it up at 2-2. Thank you for joining us this afternoon on Hamilton County Television Sports. Brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
In fact, Brad, last night's game, he got a single, a double, and a triple.
Almost hit for the cycle.
Yeah.
Wow. 2 outs. 2-2.
He's got good speed now.
That one, did that hit him?
Yeah, it hit him in the back because when the pitcher was trying to pitch that.
Well, I noticed that the good call by the umpire because I was watching Shade go down the line, and he was outside of the foul line.
Yeah. He was in good shape. That pitcher just happened to.
The center fielder.
So that's going to be a base hit for Jack Shade.
Ramsey got a big home run last night in the late innings to help the Millers pull that out. So
Millers get a break there on that one. That time, Romancic started him off with a low fastball. Jack Shade on first. 2 outs, 1 on. 2 in so far. That's well hit. Center fielder Thacker is right there, and that was one of those ropes, shall we say, Perry?
Yeah.
So in the bottom of the first for the Millers, 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on the bases at the end of 1. Millers 2, Flashes nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street Signs and Banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street Signs and Banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Done cooking hot dogs?
Welcome back to Dunker Field, home of Miller Baseball. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. We are through 1, courtesy of the long ball. The Millers have a 2-0 lead going in here to the top of the second.
Riggs back on the mound here. Edwards, of course, was had to get dressed here because he was a last batter. So Riggs getting a warm up in.
Flashes will send their 5, 6, and 7 batters up to face Bryce Riggs.
Riggs threw 20 pitches the first inning, 12 for strikes. He faced 4 batters.
This will be the catcher, Dylan Richards, stepping in. A 222 batter. Wind still very, very strong out of the south. Hopefully we can get this in before that line of showers that's out in eastern Illinois gets here.
You know, the one thing about it is, Brad, with the front coming in, that wind's not going to stop till it gets through.
No, yeah.
So.
Yeah, the front's got to come through and cool it off. 1-0 on Richards. That one's fouled straight back here. Without the net, that would have been right in the press box here.
Yeah.
Would have been right over
Brad down there.
Yeah, right over the other Brad. I don't know, might have gone into the back row there and hit the air conditioner. I see Leah back there with the first baseman.
Yeah,
she probably would have grabbed it.
She's been cooking hot dogs.
Yeah.
The glamour of being an athletic director, you know. What a great job our athletic directors do in Hamilton County, Brad. You know that as well as I do. They're a hard-working group.
Yes, they are. I think that makes it, yeah, it makes it 2-2. I was going to say, I thought there was another strike there, so it is a 2-2 count. Everybody was so distracted by that foul ball, they forgot to get it up on the scoreboard. The 2-2 pitch, a little bit low and outside. Rather low and inside. So Riggs facing a full count here on Dylan Richards. Nice pitch. Did he get him?
Oh.
Said he rung him up. First base umpire on the appeal gives him the K swinging. I thought that was a good pitch either way, Perry.
Yeah. Riggs throws that ball hard.
Dylan Manning, the first baseman, steps in. He does not have a hit yet this season.
First pitch for a strike.
He's only played in 5 games so far this season. Another strike.
Riggs seems to be right in a groove here.
Yes, he does. Is he going to come back with some more heat on that lower outside corner?
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, he does, but that one gets by Edwards. That bounced in front of the plate. Dylan Manning looking for his first hit of the season. As I said, he's only played in 5 games. And once again, we love to bring you that center field camera, but please bear with us. It is very, very windy out here. The appeal on it. They appealed on to first. They said he went. The 2 strikeouts on 2 appeals to first base. Second out of the inning brings up the number 7 batter, right fielder Colin May.
May batting .235. He's got 7 RBIs on 4 hits, 1 home run. Boy, Riggs is in a groove. The one thing about Riggs is he works pretty quick. I mean, he don't mess around. He gets the ball and he throws, man.
That time, May just could not lay off that high heat. That's 0-2 on Colin May. Riggs about to throw his 32nd pitch. That one's a little bit outside. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. We're in the top of the second. Riggs, who works from the stretch. That one's a little high.
Evens it up 2-2 with 2 outs.
Of course, you know, the other thing with these pitchers is, Perry, they know they got a great catcher behind the plate in Edwards, and that makes a lot of difference. That one's
Ooh, that's
inside. So he's worked this from a 0-2 to a full count on Colin May. Flash is looking for their third base runner of the night. One reached on an error, one reached on a walk, and was caught stealing in the first inning. Full count pitch from Riggs.
Got
Swing
it.
and a miss. So we are in the middle of the second inning, in the top of the second for the Flashes. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on the bases. Middle of the second. Millers 2, Flashes nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Gaylord Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence. Since 1984, Gaylord Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes. Insights fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylord Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. Brad, the wind let up a little bit there. The flag's a little bit slower, but it'll gust back up here in a few minutes.
Well, and I'm going to take a look at the radar here shortly and see where those storms are. Hopefully they're still over in Illinois. Yeah, well, Lafayette is being hit right now, but they're still a good 100 miles from us. So hopefully we can get this one in tonight, or at least get it to 5 innings.
Yes, we'd take that.
Bryce Riggs having a great outing here. He has faced 7 batters, and he's already struck out 5. So the Millers will come up here in the bottom of the second. They sent 6 batters to the plate in the first inning, scoring those 2 runs. And this will be the catcher, Jacob Edwards, stepping in. Edwards batting, I believe 250 is what we got.
Yeah, 250. 9 RBIs and 4 doubles.
Low and outside for the first pitch from Ben Olmansik.
The Millers have got a slew of doubles this year. They have 20 doubles so far this season.
Same place there, only that time it bounced in. So Edwards is up there at 2-0. Josh Peak, the left fielder, is on deck. 3-0 now on Edwards. See if the Noblesville bench gives him the go sign or not. That's over the inside corner. Finally, strike 1. Big swing and a miss by Edwards. He was going for State Road 32 on that one.
Yeah, he was.
Full count on Jacob Edwards. That one's a little bit inside. And I believe they're saying that may have hit him. I believe that did hit him. Did you catch that, Perry?
Runner coming in for Edwards.
Connor Seago.
Seago will run, courtesy runner for the catcher. Josh Peak, a junior, batting 192. He has 5 hits and 5 RBIs. He plays left field for the Millers. Seago getting a good lead over there at first base. Swung on to
shot, just barely fouled by a couple feet. I believe with the way the home plate umpire signaled that, Perry, I think he got hit on that last pitch because he just.
Yeah, it was pretty far inside. Yeah, you're probably could have been.
So I'm going to say he reached on a hit by pitch.
Seago's got good speed, so.
The 0-1, that's well hit.
I think you're going to catch that.
Left fielder Ty Horvath is there. Turns into a long out.
You know, Brad, so far we've had some pretty high fly balls go to the outfield, and
yes, we have.
It doesn't look like it's affected the outfielders so far. So
Now batting is the designated hitter, number 11,
Hunter Corbett at the plate. He's batting .269.
Well, there goes that wind again.
He has 7 hits.
1 on, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. Miller's up by 2. Thank you for joining us today on Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. Corbett takes the first pitch for ball 1, or rather strike one. Yep. I saw the hand go up. Maybe it was wishful thinking. Quickly over to first. That was a little bit closer, but he got back and in plenty of time, shall we say. He got back. That's the important thing. 0-1 on Hunter Corbett. Tried to go with the curveball.
It just didn't do nothing.
Yeah, it just didn't drop like they'd been dropping earlier for him. It evens up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. That one's a little bit inside. Make it 2-1. Once again, that movement you're seeing in your from the center field camera. Very strong wind here at Dunker Field today. Hesitated steal. They're going to have him in a rundown here. If they can properly execute the rundown, and they got him.
He got it.
It was actually a delayed steal on the part of Edwards. He took off and then he stopped. And had he not stopped, he might have had it.
Kind of makes you think that maybe Hunter Corbett missed a sign or something.
So that's going to be a 2-4 caught stealing. Second baseman Nate Schwartz just ran him down. That'll be the second out of the inning. 3-1.
Walked him.
And Hunter Corbett reaches base on a walk.
Miller's go to the back of the top of the order here.
Trevor Corbett steps up. Trevor, the younger of the 2 Corbett brothers.
He walked the first time.
Scored the first run for the Millers on that home run by Aiden Reynolds back in the first inning. Hot shot. That is foul. Not by much.
No.
Give credit to the umpire at that play, Perry. As soon as that ball was hit,
he got out there.
He was straddling that foul line.
Yeah,
he had a good look at it. So Reynolds, or rather Corbett, is up there, 0-1. That
Ball
one gets
got away from
the catcher Richards. He had no idea where it was. It bounced and went high, ended up over his back. So
when you throw that curveball, it sometimes happens to you like that. I mean,
yeah. So we're going to call that a wild pitch. And Hunter Corbett is in scoring position for brother Trevor to bat him in. Makes it a 2-1 count now on Trevor Corbett. Two outs, 1 on, 1 in scoring position. That's a strike right at the knees on the inside corner.
2-2. And 2 outs.
2 runs and 2 hits. The 2-2 right down the third base line. Third baseman Napier
He's
got
safe.
it. Did they call him out or safe?
Safe. He didn't get to catch the ball.
The ball got away.
Nobody's there, yeah.
Heads up running there. Great job of running there by Trevor Corbett. Perry, as soon as he realized there was nobody
at
second base, he took off for second base. So I believe we're going to give him, he's going to reach on an error by the throw by the shortstop. I believe that'll be an E6. And I don't know what to, I don't know how to give him second other than saying the Flashes fell asleep.
Yeah.
So that's going to leave us with 2 runners in scoring position.
And Aiden Reynolds, who hit a home run last time.
Who had a long home run to straightaway left field.
Man, when that went off the bat the last time, there was no doubt.
No doubt about it. Miller's with an opportunity here.
Ducks flying in.
Yep, they are. That was a nice curveball there.
Yeah, it was.
Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Two on, 2 outs. That one hit the outside corner. Make it 1-2 now. Reynolds at third base today. We're in the bottom of the second. Miller's threatening to add to their 2-run lead here. That's fouled back. He had a good pitch to hit on that one.
Yeah, he did.
Reynolds can reach. That'll bring up Bryce Riggs. He's in the on-deck circle. 1-2. Another well-hit ball. I don't think that.
Yeah, he's going to catch that. That was way too high.
Right at the fence. It's gone!
Oh, home run! I didn't think he was going to get it.
The way he was watching that ball come down, Perry. Yeah. Man, oh man, back-to-back home runs for Aiden Reynolds. That gives him his second home run of the night, his 5th RBI of the night.
That's a big night, isn't it?
Yeah.
For the young freshman.
And that was all set up by an error on the shortstop there that allowed Trevor Corbett to reach and get on base and set it up. So the Millers had 3 runs.
I thought it was too high. I didn't think it was going to get out of it. But I didn't watch to see if that wind had gusted.
Well, I was watching the left fielder Horvath,
and I thought he had it.
And his back was right there on the fence. And he, when I saw him start to leap, I thought maybe this is over his head. And that ball never touched his glove.
No.
So the Millers taking advantage of the long ball.
Looks like Franklin Central sending someone down to the bullpen to get warmed up here.
Lucas Steffen would probably be the.
No, Lucas Steffen's for us.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong list here. Excuse me. 3-0 on Riggs. Those will not be earned runs, so Riggs walks.
4 straight balls. Nolan Decker at the plate.
That's Brian Lockhart going down to the Franklin Central bullpen.
Schaffner coming in as a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Riggs.
Courtesy running at first base will be number 16, Logan Schaffner.
We've called Mr. Schaffner's name a few times.
Yes.
In football, great running back for the Millers these last couple of years.
Come on upstairs. Thank you.
That's an old one.
So the Franklin Central Flash is talking it over here.
Wonder if he's waiting or what's he?
After giving up a 3-run blast, the second home run of the game for Aiden Reynolds. And I think more important, what Franklin Central is figuring is that Bryce Riggs just walked on 4 pitches.
Yeah. And we know Mr. Schaffner can fly.
So Logan Schaffner is the courtesy runner.
Ball gets away from the catcher.
And that's going to put Schaffner on second. So the Millers are alive, and they've got another runner in scoring position. That'll go on a wild pitch. little bit outside. That makes it 2-0.
Got away.
Gets away again, and Schaffner's on third.
Brad Lance does a good job down there on the sound effects down there.
Yes, he does. So Schaffner is on third now after two wild pitches. And Omansik finally hits the plate. 3-1. And Nolan Decker gets a walk.
Jack Shade comes up.
He had a base hit his first time up. He gets a base hit this time, and he's going to get an RBI.
Runners on the corner.
Next up, the first baseman, number 19, Jack Shade.
Shade, one of the leading batters here on the Millers, batting at .344.
Good pitch right there.
Right over the heart of the plate at the knees.
Jack probably would like to have that one in back.
Yep. First time I've been to the ballpark when there's been ducks here.
Yeah.
Second baseman scoops it up, and the inning is finally over. But in the inning for the Millers, there are 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on the bases. We're at the end of 2. Millers 5, Flashes nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Before that, it was 37A, and before that, it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome back to Dunker Field, home of Miller Baseball. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Perry, we're through 2, and the bats have come out tonight for the Millers.
Absolutely. Reynolds has had a hot night tonight with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and talking about the number 5 out there, Bryce Riggs has struck out 5 batters here in the first 2 innings, so he's on.
Struck out the sides in the second inning. The number 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up for the Flashes here in the top of the third. First one to face Bryce Riggs will be the left fielder, number 12, Ty Horvath. Ty has watched those home runs sail over his head so far tonight, 2 of them out there in left field. Little bit low on the fastball.
Yeah, it hadn't been a fun night for him out there.
No, there was the first home run.
There was no chance.
Yeah, there was no doubt about that for Reynolds, but that second one was hit a lot higher, and I think the wind was definitely a factor in that.
Oh yeah, it helped it. There's no doubt, because it was really hit high.
Yes, it was. That one bounces off the plate, foul.
2-1.
2 balls and a strike.
Riggs has definitely been in control here, and
yes, he has. The 2-1 hits the outside corner on that fastball. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2.
That could be a hit.
Yep, that's going to be the first hit of the night for the Flashes. That drops right into the gap there between Nolan Decker and Aiden Ramsey. And the leadoff batter here in the top of the third, Ty Horvath, is reached. Number 9 batter in the order is Nevin Tutterow.
Shortstop number 7, Nevin Tutterow.
A 130 batter. Strike 1 on Tutterow. The 0-1 pitch. That one's fouled back. 0-2 now. Tutterow in the hole at 0-2. That one he swings and misses.
He's out.
Is he out because first base was occupied?
Yep.
But he can still, but that's not considered a dead ball situation.
No.
Yeah. So he's, Tutterow is officially out with a swing and strikeout. With a first out. Horvath reaches on I'm going to call that a pass ball because I thought that Edwards should have probably handled that. Max Thacker steps in. He walked his first time up. Thacker fouls that one straight back.
The Millers travel to Columbus North on Saturday, weather permitting.
Sounds like it might be a little dicey Saturday right now.
Yeah, and Westfield's ahead of Fishers in the bottom of the third, 5-2.
That's interesting.
And then the Millers will be back home here on Monday to play the Hamilton Heights Huskies, and then they have their conference series with Westfield, and of course you got a big one down at Fisher Southeastern, right?
Fisher Southeastern for
the old Mud Sock.
For the Mud Sock bragging rights for the season. 0-2 the count on Max Thacker.
Man, we're about halfway through this schedule here. This season.
We are. Doesn't seem like it could be half gone already. The 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to nibble on that outside corner, but Thacker takes it for ball 1. I like the way Riggs just keeps in the rhythm of the game.
Oh, yeah.
He'd have no trouble with a pitch clock. Throws back to second.
Ooh.
Not really close, but probably not a bad idea to try keep Ty Horvath honest. One-two pitch on the way. Whoa.
Wow.
That was close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If I'm Max Thacker, I'm thinking, I think I got a break.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-2. Again, maybe just a little bit outside to run it to a full count for Thacker. Nate Schwark on deck.
Out of play.
And it's going to be out of play to the right. back there in the area where the Hamilton County Television production truck is.
That's right.
Does Jim carry a net in there in case they get close?
Yeah.
The old Harry Carey net. Another full count pitch coming from Bryce Riggs. That time he's got him,
yeah.
And he knew it. So Thacker's second out of the inning.
Thacker's luck run out on taking pitches there.
The 7th strikeout of the game so far through 2 2/3 innings for Bryce Riggs. Nate Seawalk follows that one straight back. 0-1 on Seawork. Getting a little bit cloudy out here.
Yeah.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Seawork reached on an error in the first inning.
See if Riggs can put him in the books here. Get his 8th strikeout.
Ooh, just checked his swing in time. I don't know if that had been called a strike, but it was close. The last 6 outs for Riggs have all been on strikeouts, so he's looking for his 7th out in a row with a strikeout right here on this pitch. Outside. Throw down to second. Boy, Edwards has got a strong arm.
Yeah, he does.
He hesitated there on that throw down, Perry. And
I don't think if there was anybody there. I'm not sure.
And I was a little surprised. The runner was on his way back when he finally decided to throw, and I was a little surprised he didn't hang on to the ball. 1-2 on Nate Seawork. A little bit high, evens it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Millers with 5 runs and 3 hits. Flashes, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Each team with 1 error so far in this game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. Pitch number 57 for Riggs coming. It's a little bit low. Makes it a full count. We had Thacker up there with a full count. Managed to strike him out, the last batter. Let's see what he can do here, Perry. The 3-2 pitch. On the outside corner, he rings him up.
Strikeout number
8.
8 for the game.
Yep. So in the top of the third for the Flashes, there was no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on the bases. Middle of the third. Millers 5, Flashes nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Community Health Network walk-in clinics for sports injuries is open Monday through Friday. Sports medicine and orthopedic physicians are on site to treat everything from sprains to strains to fractures to joint injuries. Visit ecommunity.com/sports for more information. You know, Brad, but that was the 8th strikeout for Mr. Riggs tonight, which for the year gives him 36 strikeouts, and that's number 125 for the Millers this season on pitchers' strikeouts, because Mr. Luke Steffen also, the third pitcher for the Millers, has 20, and Dylan Keever has 13 strikeouts on the season. So a good pitching staff.
Well, speaking of pitchers, the Flashes are going to make a change here. They're bringing in Gage Haggerty. He's a senior.
And a lefty.
Yep, trying to give the Millers a little different look here.
Haggerty's pitched 12.2 innings so far this season. He's given up 13 hits and 13 runs. 8 were earned, 11 walks, and 14 strikeouts.
Well, as he comes in here in the bottom of the third, he's going to be facing the 6, 7, 8 batters in Justin Keever's batting order. That being Aiden Ramsey, Jacob Edwards, and Josh Peak. So his assignment isn't going to be easy because, once again, Miller's not only got some good pitching this year, they got some good hitting in there, too.
Absolutely.
They're a good balanced team.
Got good senior leadership. Look at those pictures up there, Brad, of the camera pictures, man. That's beautiful sights everywhere. Jim Walford does an outstanding job setting this up.
Of course, you look at that center field camera, and the guy you can see sitting there in the white shirt is none other than our friend Craig Atkins.
Absolutely.
We're moving into the bottom of the third.
First up to the plate for the Bears in the bottom of the third inning.
Aiden Ramsey will step in.
Number 27, Aiden Ramsey.
He had a hard line drive right to the center fielder, Max Thacker, to end the first inning. Takes the first pitch from Gage Haggerty for a called strike one. Let's see if the Miller batters can continue
Strike two
where
here.
they were. And
0-2.
so far, Haggerty's out in front. That one's going to go foul.
Hanging around. Kids got alligator blood.
There's a bouncer to third baseman. Napier comes up with it. Did he get it there in time? He did not.
Base hit.
An infield hit for Aiden Ramsey. That ball was hit just slow enough and to Napier's left that by the time he got there, Ramsey was well down the line. He just beat it out for an infield hit. Jacob Edwards, the catcher, steps in. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. That one's right down the heart of the plate for strike one.
Story of this game so far is Aiden Reynolds, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs.
Over to first.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew.
Yeah. Gage Haggerty had a nice move over to first there, Barry.
Yeah, he did.
That one hits the outside corner, and once again, Haggerty is out in front 0-2. He had Aiden Ramsey 0-2, and he managed to get a base hit. The 0-2 pitch way outside, and he's going to get in under that. A good throw might have had him there.
Yeah.
But it all goes down as a stolen base for Ramsey, so Ramsey moves into scoring position. Ball and 2 strikes now on Edwards. Haggerty turns around and looks Ramsey back to second. The 1-2 pitch coming to Edwards. That one's high and outside. Evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's gotten out in front of both of the batters so far, 0-2, but Ramsey managed to get a hit. Edwards managed to move the count up to 2-2. Edwards grounds that one to the first baseman. That's going to just be a foot race between Dylan Manning and Jacob Edwards, and Manning wins that for an unassisted putout.
But it moves the runner over to third base.
Yeah. That'll bring Josh Peak up to the plate. He flew to left field last time. He puts one out there to left field. The Millers can probably pick up a run on a sacrifice fly.
Yeah.
That one's low and outside. First time his first pitch to the third batter. First time he didn't hit him with a strike. He's going 2-0 now. He went 0-2 on the first two batters. The 2-0 pitch. That's well hit to center field. That should score a run on the sacrifice fly. Max Thacker gets it, and there will not be a play at the plate. And Aiden Richards comes in standing for the run. So the Millers make the score 6-0 now. And that'll bring up the designated hitter Hunter Corbett. Corbett walked. Reached second on a wild pitch. And was on base when Aiden Reynolds hit that long, high home run last inning. 2 down.
One and one.
And that one's inside, makes it 2-1.
With that wind slowing down, that camera in center field is a pretty good look right now.
Yes, it is. It certainly is.
It's going to be out of play.
Off to the right. It's gotten a little cloudy, too.
Yeah. I thought I heard that. You okay, Jim? Oh, that's going to be in there.
Ball in there. So Hunter Corbett sends a little Texas leaguer out into right center field.
Come to the top of the order here is Trevor Corbett's coming up.
Corbett reached on an error in the second, walked in the first.
Scored 2 runs so far thanks to Mr. Reynolds. He's blessed to be on base when Reynolds comes to the plate.
And now for the Millers, number 2, Trevor Corbett.
I didn't see who the courtesy runner at first base is, or that'll be a pinch runner at first base. We'll have to see who that is out there, Perry. I can't tell from here.
Well, he's hiding behind the first baseman right now, so I can't tell either.
I thought you had X-ray vision.
No, my vision is not, is far from X-ray now.
Trevor Corbett steps in. Haggerty sends that one over to first, back in time.
Utterback is the runner over there. He's a senior.
Number 8. First pitch is a little bit low. Another throw over to first. Haggerty trying to keep Tyler Utterback in check. That one's way outside.
A little outside.
Yes, sir. 2-0. Trevor Corbett his third at bat of the day. He'd like nothing better than to get back on base again now, wouldn't he? That one's a little outside again, goes 3-0. Is that man Aiden Reynolds with that 15 on his back is over here with that nice pink bat, getting ready to bat again. Over to first again. Utterback was back in standing. That one's outside. And Trevor Corbett reaches once again on the walk. So that puts Utterback on second, Corbett on first, and brings up Aiden Reynolds again. Reynolds has been produced all, well, 5 of the 6 runs that the Millers have scored so far have been his responsibility. Wind still pretty strong out of the south.
Ducks are flying over. I think Brad likes that one.
Outside.
I would not think he would give him much of a fat pitch. What do you think?
No. I wouldn't be surprised if this didn't end up an intentional walk.
Ball 2-0.
As Reynolds has been just in the groove here today. Already the leading batter on the team at 364, 369.
Nice
a little bit
move
close there.
Nice move there.
Two balls, no strikes. Aiden Reynolds at the plate. That one's low, and that one gets away from the catcher, Richards. And on the play, Utterback ends up on third base. Give him third base on a wild pitch. So both runners advanced. And Aiden Reynolds walks on 4 pitches.
That's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah. You could almost, I'm sure he didn't want to intentionally.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to give him anything.
But that you could almost call one of those intentional walks. Bryce Riggs.
He'll be batting right-handed this time.
Riggs came into this game batting .324. He's 0 for 1 officially with a walk and a fly out to center field.
Bases loaded.
Haggerty has already thrown 26 pitches in this inning. That one hits the plate. Evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Riggs
has 2 home runs this season.
looks at that one, takes it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Miller's up by 6 already. Strike 3 called. So in the bottom of the 3rd for the Millers, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. 2 left on the bases at the end of 3. Noblesville Millers 6, Franklin Central Flashes nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. in Hamilton County, Indiana.
Welcome back to Dunker Field, home of Miller Baseball. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Hey, Perry, I got an idea. What are you doing Monday?
I'm going to be right here at the dunk.
Well, that's a good idea. Let's meet here and let's do another baseball game.
That's right.
What we got coming up Monday?
We got the Hamilton Heights Huskies coming from northern Hamilton County down to the dunk to play the Millers.
Yeah, it ought to be an interesting game. That's always a neat matchup when those two teams get together. I think we got some softball coming up Wednesday with Cathedral. Friday night, we'll be back here at Hazeldell for Westfield and Noblesville again. Franklin Central Flashes step in at the top of the fourth. Yeah, Noblesville, both Noblesville Westfield games will be on Hamilton County Television.
It's a hard hit ball.
Is somebody going to get to it or not? No, they don't. It's to the wall, bounces over the wall, so that'll be a ground rule double. So Corbin Napier, third baseman, gives the Flashes a little bit to be happy about. That's their second hit of the game. It was a well-hit ball.
Yeah,
just
right
bounced,
in the gap.
Yeah, right between Ramsey and Decker, and ended up bouncing on one bounce over the fence. There's a pop-up off to the right. This is Ben Omansik, who was the pitcher, who is now the designated hitter. That one gets away. No throw down to third. I didn't see if that bounced in or if that was if Edwards just lost control of it.
I think it was a little bit outside, and he kind of had to step out there and knock it down.
So we'll call that a wild pitch. Get Napier to third base in the wild pitch. Two balls and a strike now. Millers with nobody throwing in the pen. No outs, the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss.
2-2.
Well, Mansik, I think he was trying for State Road 32 on that one.
Yeah, he was.
Trying to get the Flashes back in this game. They're down by 4 here in the fourth. There's a well-hit line drive, but Peak is there. There's going to be a throw in, but that ball was hit so well that the Flashes will get their first run of the game. So that's a sac fly to left field for the first out and the first run. That'll clear the bases and bring up the catcher, number 1, Dylan Richards. Richards struck out his first time up in the second inning. Riggs does not look like here in the fourth like he's lost anything on his pitching arm.
One and one.
Nobody on. That one gets beyond Edwards to his right. Makes it 2-1. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on.
2-2.
It was a little low, makes it the full count. 70th pitch of the game for Bryce Riggs. A little bit outside. So the second base runner of the inning for the Flashes.
It's Riggs' second walk here. Pitch runner for
Curtis running at first base. The Flashes is number 6, Levi Stevens, and now batting the pinch hitter, 19, Brian Lockhart.
Stevens is running at first base. Levi Stevens. Riggs still throwing pretty good heat there.
And at the plate right now, Brian Lockhart. Two balls and a strike on Lockhart. Lockhart, a junior, kind of a utility player. Pitches, catches, plays first base.
Timeout whilst I pick up some more devil trees.
Did he check it in time? Yes, he did. 3-1 now on Brian Lockhart. Off with the pitch, swing and a miss. Will we get the double? No.
Full count.
Makes it a full count on Lockhart. As Levi Stevens picks up the stolen base. That one's fouled off to the right side. The wind has slowed down just a little bit, Perry. Not a whole lot, but it's still pretty strong out of the south. Runner on second, one out, full count. There's a bouncer, foul ball. Nice play by the third base coach there.
Full count here.
So Lockhart will do it all over again here. The 3-2 pitch popped up to the right. That's going to go out of play again. Back by the truck again. Still 3-2. One out, one runner on second. One run in so far here in the top of the fourth for the Flashes. There's a hot shot over the second baseman. That's going to score.
That got by Decker out there. Goes to the fence. Another run scores.
And they're going to hold Lockhart at second. So Levi Stevens scores from second. Give Lockhart a double. Second hit of the inning. Second run of the inning. I'll bring up the right fielder, Colin May.
Justin Keever going out to talk to his pitcher.
And we've got a couple. Millers are going to start loosening up down there now.
One of them, number 20.
I can't tell yet. You are absolutely correct, my friend.
Luke Steffen.
So Justin Keever is leaving Bryce Riggs in the game. He just threw his 80th pitch. Flashes have scored 2 runs on 2 hits so far in this inning.
Now for Franklin Central, the right fielder,
A runner on second, 1 out. Colin May steps in. He struck out swinging in the second. May hits it high to left side. That's going to go out of play. He got a lot under that one.
Yeah, he certainly did.
The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. May look like he was reaching for that one. Oh and 2. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes for Bryce Riggs. That'll make it 2 outs. That'll bring up the left fielder, Ty Horvath.
left fielder.
He had a base hit to lead off the third. Made it to second, but was stranded there. 2 down, 1 on. Top of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Whatever Justin Keever said to Bryce Riggs, it must have sunk in very quickly, Perry, because Riggs looks like a different pitcher than started this inning out.
He's throwing pretty hard right now.
Yes, he is. The 0-1. There's another strike. I just wonder if he just told him, throw strikes, period. Just throw strikes, and away you go.
Well, we both know that Coach Keever doesn't go out there and mix any words, so it was pretty direct.
Mm-hmm. The 0-2 pitch. High fly ball to center.
Ramsey should have that.
Ramsey should have that, and he does. So in the top of the fourth for the Flashes, there were 2 runs and 2 hits. No errors, 1 left on the bases. In the middle of the fourth, Miller 6, Flashes 2. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Since the establishment of Church Hiddle and Anthem in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190. What about Carpenter Realty? Jamie Carmesito. Jamie is a full-service hometown realtor who is committed to helping you navigate this real estate market. Have a question about buying or selling your home? Call Carmo for help today at 317-490-3735.
Staying in the game at first base now for the Flashes is number 19, Brian Lockhart.
Of course, you said Lockhart was kind of a utility man and used just about everywhere. So
yeah, it looks like he does some outfield, he does some infield. They also list him as a pitcher. First baseman, catcher, and a pitcher, and he's a junior. So Gage Haggerty back out for his second inning of relief.
Nolan Decker at the plate for the Millers here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
He's got a base hit and a ground out. First pitch to Decker is high.
Once again, fans, if you have lost your business debit card, please report up to the press box. If you have lost your business debit card.
The 1-0, a little bit low, went from a high pitch to a low pitch there, Perry. Nobody warming up right now in either bullpen. Millers did have somebody, had Lucas Steffen loosening up in their bullpen earlier, but he's back on the bench. There's a high pop-up going off to the left, out of play.
Nothing motivates a pitcher with a competitive spirit like Mr. Riggs, Bryce Riggs have to see a guy go down to warm up in the bullpen. Mm-hmm. And he pitched like it too.
Yeah. That one bounced into Nolan Decker. Makes it a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, so Nolan Decker draws a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Jack Shade. Shade at the plate for his third visit tonight. 1 for 2 with a single in the first inning. Over to first. Decker back in plenty of time. Shade takes the first pitch a little bit low. I think Decker was about ready to take off on that.
Yeah, it looked like it.
He hesitated then, and the ball did not get by Richards. There's a
pop fly. That's
pop fly. Let's see where
we have to hustle.
And the second baseman, the ball falls in there. It was one of those at this time of night, Perry. It's a little bit hard to see that ball. So the Millers now, runners on first and second with no outs. Aiden Ramsey steps in, lined out hard to the center fielder Thacker in the first. Got a base hit and a stolen base in the third. Did score a run for the Millers. That's well hit to center field.
Ooh, going back. It's out of here.
It's gone.
No, a double.
Excuse me, a ground rule double. I thought he was back at the fence. We'll take it any way we can get it. So on the ground rule double, Decker scores. Ramsey picks up the second hit of the game. Jack Shade is on third. And the Millers have got Jacob Edwards at the plate. That one's a little bit outside on Edwards. 1-0. I saw the ball go over the fence, but I did not see it bounce, Perry. A little hard to pick that up out here this time of night.
Yeah, it is.
2-0. Big swing and a miss by Jacob Edwards. Makes it a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Josh Peak on deck. That one hits the lower outside corner, evens up the count. 2-2. 2 runners in scoring position. 2-2 on Jacob Edwards. Edwards swings and misses. First out of the inning. Going to bring up left fielder Josh Peak. Peak 0 for 2 on the evening. Two Millers on. 1 down. Josh Peak at the plate. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Pekin's sending that one over to the right field side. He's in the hole at 0-2. Haggerty gets that ball back, and he's ready to go, Perry.
Yeah, he is. Boy, if he hits it down that right field line, it's going to be a...
Yeah.
Oh, that's a strike three.
Nice pitch. Second out.
He caught him sleeping there.
For the Millers. Millers with 1 run in so far in this inning.
Hunter Corbett on the plate for the Millers, a designated hitter.
He's got a walk and a base hit. One of the 3 runs that scored in the second inning on Aiden Reynolds' 3-run homer. Single here by Hunter will score 2 probably.
Yeah, because Ramsey's getting a huge lead over there on second base, and he's got good speed.
Takes that one a little bit low.
Nice block by the catcher. That could have been huge.
Yeah, that was a good effort by Dylan Richards to block that ball and keep it from getting beyond him.
Oh, base hit right up the middle.
That's going to score 2.
Nice hit.
The plate. Hunter Corbett takes second. Officially, he'll get a base hit. He's also going to get 2 RBIs. That's going to give the Millers their 8th and 9th runs of this game.
Now batting the leadoff hitter, Trevor Corbett.
Trevor Corbett has been on base every time he's been up to the plate tonight so far. 2 walks and reached on an error.
And scored 2 runs.
Mm-hmm. So Hunter Corbett picks up a couple RBIs. Hunter Corbett getting a good lead over there on second base. Another single for his brother here.
Fly ball.
Is anybody going to get there? Looks like the right fielder is there.
Yeah,
He's got it. So the bottom of the 4th ends, but not before the Millers end up scoring 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, 1 left on the bases. At the end of 4, Millers 9, Flashes 2. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street Signs and Banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street Signs and Banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street Signs and Banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome back to The Dunk. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. I'd like to thank our technical crew this evening. Jim Wofford, our executive producer director. Had August Lacone here a little bit earlier. I believe we got Lucas Lacone here with us now. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll give him credit for being here. We're moving into the top of the 5th. Levi Stevens, who was a courtesy runner, is up there at the plate. Swings on first 3 pitches, and he is out.
Center field number 3, Max Thacker.
Thacker takes the first pitch. Strike 1. Thacker's reached on a walk and struck out. Fouls that one over to the right side. He's in the hole at 0-2. Bryce Riggs just seems to be getting stronger as he goes on. There's a hot shot. That's a fair ball. That's going to go down into the right field corner. Thacker is going to have at least 2 here, and he's into second with a double. Good bit of hitting there by Max Thacker. He's on second base. That'll bring up second baseman Nate Schwark. Schwark has reached on an error and struck out. Runner on second, 1 out. Little inside, 1-0. Flash is trying to cut into this 7-run lead for the Millers. Hot shot, that is bouncing ball. That was a foul ball. Aiden Reynolds did the right thing on that thing.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
The umpire put his hands up, but I didn't hear. I couldn't hear anybody
Yeah, he
yelling
didn't.
foul.
He didn't yell.
So Reynolds really had no choice but to go through with the throw. Makes it 1-1.
You know, this time of night, these pictures are really great on the TV screen.
Oh, they
I
are,
tell
yeah.
you.
These newer lights that they've got really illuminate the field very, very nicely. The 1-1, a little bit low, 2 balls and a strike.
One thing about it, the center field camera there, looks like we're all in the picture there. So
yeah. The 2-1.
Oh, nice hit down there.
Ball down into the
that's trouble
left field
there.
corner. That's going to score 1. And that's going to put Nate Schwark at second with a stand-up double. 2 doubles in a row here by the Flashes, plus a run.
9-3 now.
And that's going to bring up Corbin Napier. Napier scored the first run for the Flashes last inning. He had a double. He also struck out swinging in the first. Millers with, I believe that is still Lucas Steffen warming up down in their bullpen. That one's a little bit outside. Napier reached on a double last time. Went to third on a wild pitch. And eventually scored the first run of the game for the Flashes.
Oof.
That one's going to go into the gap. That's going to probably be another double. Nope, he's going to be held to a single. But the Flashes do score another run. So that's 2 runs and 3 hits.
I think we're going to make a change here.
Yeah. Coach Keever's coming out. He's already signaled to the bullpen.
While we got a chance here, why don't we thank one of our sponsors. Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design build firm that provides high quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For over 18 years, we have been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it's a sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades Audio Video Security team can serve you for your business.
Perry, that's going to bring Lucas Steffen out of the bullpen for the Millers.
Yeah, it certainly.
Steffen is a junior. And what kind of information do you have on your
I
Mr.
got some
Steffen?
information on Mr. Steffen. Mr. Steffen's appeared in, pitched 14.2 innings so far this season. He has 20 strikeouts. And he'll be coming in the game here as Mr. Riggs ends up with 98 pitches and pitched one whale of a ball game, really. I mean, they kind of started tagging him there at the end, but he ended up with 10 strikeouts, faced 21 batters through 98 pitches. So Luke comes in. He's very familiar with doing this. Luke's a junior, but he pitched both his freshman and sophomore year, so he's a pretty seasoned veteran for the Millers.
We'll have to see where Justin Keever puts him in the lineup, if it's just going to be a straight pitching change or if he's going to...
He probably took Bishop out of the ball game, so...
You know, Bishop had already been pinch hit for one time.
Oh, Utterback took that spot?
Yes.
Okay, so...
We'll just have to see what happens here with the batting order.
Of course,
Ben Olmancic, who pitched the first couple of innings for the Flashes and is now over at is the designated hitter.
Brad, that second base spot, that spot didn't have a hitting position because that's who Hunter Corbett hits for, the second baseman.
Mm-hmm. Hot shot, fair ball. That one's going to go almost all the way back to the backstop there. And the Franklin Central Flashes right now here in the top of the fifth are having their way with the Millers, Perry.
Right, they got runners.
That's 3 doubles in this inning alone.
Yeah.
That'll bring up the catcher, Dylan Richards. He's walked and struck out with 2 runners in scoring position. 2 runs in already here in the top of the fifth. Pitch from Steffen. A little bit low. Ball 1. Miller's just plain and simple need an out here, Perry.
Yeah.
That one hits the outside corner. Nice sliding fastball there that ended up hitting that outside corner of the plate. 1-1. There's a hot shot. That's going to score at least 1, probably 2. Aiden Ramsey picks it up in center field and Quixley gets it into second base. And the Flashes
are flashing.
Scored, yeah, they certainly are. They've scored 4 runs here after the first batter struck out. And Dylan Richards is the 5th hit in a row in this inning.
Number 19, Brian Lockhart.
So that
making
makes
this game a little interesting.
Yeah,
here.
It makes it a 9-6 game. Dylan Manning, that one's going to go foul. Probably a break for the Millers on that because I don't think that Reynolds would have had a play at first on that one. I don't think he had a play at either base. First batter of the inning. Struck out, and since then, the Flashes have had their way with the Millers here in the top of the 5th. There's a bouncer, could be 2. Pulls him off first base. Cannot charge an error on that because you can't assume the double play. The most important thing is Dylan Richards becomes a second out of the inning.
Big key to it, Jack Shade was able to hold on to that ball and not get away from him.
And officially, Dylan Manning will reach on a fielder's choice. That'll bring up right fielder Colin May. So there are 2 out here in the 5th. May has struck out twice so far tonight.
Nice pitch right there by Stephan, inside corner.
0-1. 8th batter here in the 5th inning. 4 of them already crossed the plate. Swing and a miss. Stephan did a good job of fooling him on that one, Perry,
he certainly did.
With that low outside fastball. See if he can do it again here. Right down the heart of the plate. So in the 5th, for the Franklin Central Flashes, they score 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left on the bases. Middle of the 5th, the score is now Millers 9, Flashes 6. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Baston Solutions. Want to be a part of a cutting-edge business? Baston Solutions is hiring. We're a growing team making an impact on the community and the world. As Toyota Advanced Logistics Company, Baston Solutions is committed to our employees, offering comprehensive benefit package, career growth potential. We're recruiting for our corporate headquarters in Carmel and our manufacturing facilities in Westfield and Greenfield. Apply now at BastonSolutions.com. When we work, the world works.
The Flashes here in the bottom of the 5th inning is number 20, Jacob Morris.
Perry, we've got a pitching change again for the Flashes. Now in on the mound is senior Jacob Morris. I was trying to look around to see if there were any other defensive changes, and I do not see any.
Jacob Morris so far this season has had 4 appearances. He has an earned run average of 1.75. He has 1 loss. This is his 4th appearance of the season.
So Morris will be facing the in the bottom of the 5th. He'll be facing the 2, 3, and 4 batters for the Millers. Aiden Reynolds. Not sure who the second batter will be with the pitching change for the Millers, but it looks like
Riggs is still bat there.
Yeah, it looks like Riggs is staying in to bat. Have to see if he's on the field or going back in as, well, he can't go in as a DH.
He'll go to second. He was in at second a while
Was he?
ago.
Okay.
First up for Noblesville here in the bottom of the 5th inning, third baseman Aiden Reynolds.
See, because Bishop didn't bat, okay, so.
Right. So the pitcher.
The pitcher goes into that spot.
Yeah, so Lucas Stefano will go into the number 9 slot, but not batting.
Oh, we called it a strike. know Craig's out of the ball, but I thought the umpire just signaled. He asked for help down at first, and I thought the umpires.
That's what I thought. That one's a little bit low. Yep, he's giving us a 1-1 count.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike on Aiden Reynolds. Responsible for 5 of the 9 Miller runs so far tonight. That one gets away, makes it a 2 ball, 1 strike count on Reynolds. 2 home runs and a walk so far.
Not a bad day
for the freshman. This young man is the real deal.
Yeah, and the one thing about it got him out of a little hitting slump, too. He had, the last 3 games, hadn't got a hit. So, you know, and that when you're that young and you're playing varsity ball, sometimes that kind of gets in your head. And with 2 home runs tonight, that got out of his head pretty quick.
Most definitely. 2-2 pitch coming to Reynolds.
That's kind of a high
pop
pitch.
Up to center field. Who's going to get there? Center fielder Max Thacker is there to make the play.
So 1 out here.
1 out. That's going to bring up the second baseman.
Second baseman, number 4,
Bryce Riggs steps in.
Riggs will switch back over to the left side since they got a right-hand pitcher in there.
3rd pitcher of the night on the mound for the Flashes. Riggs has flown out, walked, and struck out looking in the 3rd. One 0 pitch coming to Riggs. 0-2.
One and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Bryce Riggs. That one's inside. That hit him. Yep. So Riggs gets a base.
Also hit the catcher.
Yeah. Millers would like to get a couple of these runs back here. Nolan Decker comes up for his 3rd at bat of the night. Walk, a base hit, and a ground out to the shortstop. One on, 1 out. He's a little bit high. 1-0 on the junior right fielder, Nolan Decker.
Got the win last night for the Millers in the first game against Franklin Central. Struck out 12, went the distance.
That one's outside, makes it 2-0. That was a good win for the Millers last night, coming back from 1 run down in the 7th.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. A little bit inside, makes it 3-1. See what Morris comes at him with here, Perry. I'm sure he doesn't want to walk him. Does have 1 out, but he doesn't want 2 runners on this base, so you got to believe that he's going to try to come at him with something nibbling either inside or outside. Catcher setting up right over the heart of the plate. Brought him inside, foul ball. Nobody's going to get to that, into the Miller bullpen area.
Makes a full count now. Big pitch here.
Yeah. Miller's with a 3-run lead. One time they had a 6-run lead.
Ball
That one's high for ball 4. So Decker draws the walk.
Brings up Jack Shade again.
Shade is 2 for 3. 2 singles and a ground out to second base. Scored one of the Miller runs. That's going to go through.
That's going to go through.
That's going to probably score 1. We're into the Millers score 1, but end up with runners on first and third.
Matt Shea gets his 3rd hit of the night.
As Bryce Riggs scores, Nolan Decker goes to 3rd, and Jack Shade, as he said, collected his 3rd base hit of the night.
Now for the Millers, number 27, Aiden Ramsey.
Aiden Ramsey's got 2 hits tonight.
Yes, he does. And lined out hard to center field.
Yeah.
To end the first inning. Got ducks on the pond, Perry.
Yeah.
Big swing and a miss by Ramsey. Justin Keever coming out to talk to the home plate umpire. Looks like we're going to get a
runner for
a pinch runner at first
for Shade.
For Shade.
That's Schaffner.
Yeah, that will be a pinch runner, not a courtesy runner.
Yeah, what he'll do is he'll go back in the ball game.
Yeah.
He's going to have Schaffner go in here, no doubt.
Yeah, with second open, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
He might even have, with Decker's speed on third base, he may have him hesitate down there. See if he can draw a throw.
Yeah, see if they can get the run in.
Because Decker's pretty fast, too. So.
Strategy at the old ballpark.
And I think they thought the same thing.
Yeah. Second base umpire watching Morris very carefully to make sure he doesn't balk. That one gets away, and as quick as you can say it.
That's basically just a straight steal there.
Schaffner was off with the pitch.
Yeah.
And we'll give him second base. Since he took off for that with the pitch, he does get second base, but that one was in the dirt. Now Ramsey with an opportunity to put a couple across the plate here.
Absolutely, yeah.
That one's foul off to the right side. Going right back toward the production truck again.
Yeah.
Oh, 0-2 on Ramsey. Had contact with the ball all 3 times he's been up.
You know, Hayden Ramsey's only a sophomore. He's looking pretty good.
There's a hot shot to second, bobbled by the shortstop. That's going to cost 2 runs there.
That's what they wanted.
And that's going to be an error.
So they got...
So Ramsey reaches on the air, but they ends up sending 2 ball players to the plate. You know, the unfortunate thing on that is, Perry, is you can't give him an RBI because of the error.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad. Jacob Edwards steps up. 3rd run of the inning. On just 1 hit so far. Millers with a total of 9 hits in the game. They've had a hit in every inning so far.
Well, that helped them get back those 4 runs they give up there, too.
Yeah.
He's going.
Good throw, might have had him.
Yeah.
But Aiden Ramsey is in there for a stolen base. And the Millers have another runner in scoring position with 1 out.
Richards certainly doesn't have the arm Edwards has.
No, he
the
does
plate.
not.
Does a good job back there.
Yeah, he's done a good job defensively. That's a little bit low.
You know, little
1
base,
and 2.
little base hit here. Edwards got good speed.
Ooh,
Oh, he
swing and a
got it.
miss.
Nice pitch.
Second out of the inning. That'll bring up Josh Peak. Oh, correction.
Jake
Not gonna be
Baker,
here.
it looks
Yep.
like.
23, Jacob Baker.
Jake Baker coming in to pitch hit for the Millers. He's a junior. He's played in 3 games. All 3 games were down in Tennessee.
So 1 runner still on the bases, 2 outs. Millers have already scored 3 in this inning. Make it a 6-run lead over the Flashes. Baker hesitated on that, but called strike. That's going to be another strike. 0-2. And a bench hitter, Baker. Fouled off into the screen to the right. Baker did a good job of protecting himself on that one, Perry.
Yeah, he certainly did. It's about all you could have done with that pitch is just fight it off.
Mm-hmm. Another 0-2 pitch coming to Baker. That one's hit into left or right center field. Colin May is there, and he makes the catch. So in the bottom of the 5th for the Millers, 3 runs on 1 hit, no errors. 1 left on the bases at the end of 5. Millers with an even dozen. Franklin Central Flashes with a half a dozen. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Well, we're back here at the dunk here, starting the top of the 6th inning. The Noblesville Millers lead 12-6 over Franklin Central.
Well, so far the other good thing tonight, Perry, is other than the fact that it has been somewhat windy,
Yeah.
The weather has cooperated.
Yeah, it's kind of calmed down. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not nearly as gusty as it was early.
Millers need a 1-2-3 inning here against the Flashes. Last inning, the Flashes put 4 on the board. The fourth inning, they put 2, so let's hope we can shut them down here.
Luke Steffen back on the mound for the Millers.
This is Ty Horvath, left fielder.
Nice pitch there by Steffen.
Flashes sent 9 batters up in the 5th inning to score those 4 runs on 5 hits. Neither team got anybody loosening in the bullpen now. The 0-1 pitch, little bit excuse me, check swing there, goes foul. Makes
It was
it
kind of a
0-2.
whoops.
Yep, I didn't mean to do that. Nice, beautiful evening out here.
Certainly is.
That one bounces in. Makes it 1-2 on the left fielder Horvath. Horvath, the number 8 batter for the Flashes. There's a hot shot to short. Scooped up over to first. Was it there in time? No.
He kind of bobbled it a little bit.
Yeah. We'll have to see if they're going to call that a hit or an error. I think we're going to call that one an error. Yes, we are.
Yes.
That'll be the 3rd error of the game for the Millers. The Flashes have got the leadoff runner on base. And Levi Stevens steps in for his 2nd at bat of the night. He led off the 5th with a strikeout.
Strike 2.
Out in front of him now, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. A little bit outside. Good pitch, but just far enough outside Perry that he didn't have to swing at it or try to foul it back to stay alive. 1-2. Strike 3 is a swing and a miss. So Levi Stevens goes down swinging for the 2nd time.
Steffen's first strikeout of the night.
Back to the top of the order for the Flashes, and this is where the Millers got in trouble last time. Max Thacker, after there was 1 out in the 5th, was the first of 5 batters in a row to reach. Actually, 6 in a row to reach. 4 runs scored in that inning with 5 hits, 1 error. Big swing and a miss by Thacker. Three doubles and 2 singles in the 5th inning contributed to those 4 runs. A little bit high. It counts even at 1-1. One on the way from Steffen. Swing. That was a foul tip, I believe. Yes. I think that actually went off the umpire's mask, the way it looked. Miller's ahead by half a dozen.
That's a bad ball. It did go off his mask.
Yeah, it must have damaged the ball.
Yeah, the umpire checked it, and he threw it in. He threw it out, so.
Max Thacker ready. Stefan ready to send the 1-2 pitch. A little bit low and outside. Evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. We're in the top of the 6th.
Got him.
Nice pitch.
That's a beautiful pitch by Stefan right there.
He just froze Max Thacker right there, and he looked at it. He knew he blew an opportunity. Second out of the 6th inning. Nate Schwerk comes up. Schwerk also had a double in the 5th. Reached on an error in the 1st. Struck out looking in the 3rd. 2 down, 1 on. Stefan working from the stretch. Gets the call, strike 1.
Stefan kind of getting in a groove a little bit here.
Yes, he is. You can see he's a little more comfortable now.
He's got 3 strikeouts for the game. That wasn't a bad miss there.
No, it wasn't. But he evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1, 2 outs, 1 on. That one's high. I like the way Jacob Edwards reacts to the ball, Perry.
He
does a great job behind the plate.
Behind there.
Two and one's the count. Another one high. Only difference between this and the last pitch was Nate Seawork didn't have to duck on that one. That one was a foot over his head. And that brings the coach out for a little chat.
I think Justin's just making an adjustment here, telling him what he's doing wrong here, those last 2 pitches.
Just a real quick visit.
Yeah.
Not a very big crowd here tonight. 3-1 to Seawork.
Yeah.
That one's over the heart of the plate.
Full count here. Big pitch right here.
Works it full. Horvath will be off with the pitch. Over the inside corner, but misses. And the Flashes have got 2 runners on here. Ty Horvath at second. Nate Schwerk at first. Corbin Napier comes up. He struck out, got a double and a single so far tonight.
So he's got 2 hits and an RBI.
Yes, he does.
Nice
that one
block.
almost gets away. Over to third.
Not a good
And
throw.
a little bit wide of the base, but
nice
boy,
block back here.
Yeah, Aiden Reynolds did a great job of
catching that down there.
Yeah, even though it was so very wide of the bag, but at the same turn, Jacob Edwards did a very nice job of blocking that ball from going to the screen.
Yes, he did.
I guess what I'm trying to say is one way or the other, I think the runner was going to go from second to third.
Yeah.
But on the play, Schwerk did not advance to second. A little bit of a lapse of judgment on his part. Evens up the count, a ball and a strike. Napier, a big boy up there at the plate. right up over that plate. There's a high pop-up. Let's see who's going to get this. Bishop is calling for it.
Riggs is
that's Riggs at second base now, isn't it? Yep. So, in the top of the sixth for the Flashes, there were no runs, no hits, 1 error, 2 left on the bases. Middle of the sixth, score remains Noblesville Millers 12, Franklin Central Flashes 6. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hamilton County Sports Authority is the county's official sports corporation that works to create positive impact and community impact by attracting, supporting, and developing sporting events, facilities, and clubs for Hamilton County. Hamilton County Sports Authority works includes bid development, financial assistance, event management support, leadership consultation to grow the opportunity in sport for the county and the cities of Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, and Westfield. Learn more, check out HamiltonCountySports.com.
We're moving to the bottom of the sixth. Millers with a 6-run lead here. The line score so far, the Millers 12 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. The Franklin Central Flashes 6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. And for the Millers, will be the designated hitter Hunter Corbett coming up.
First up for Noblesville in the bottom 6th inning, the DH 11, Hunter Corbett.
Corbett steps up for his 4th time tonight. 2 hits and a walk. Did score a run in the 2nd inning on that home run by Aiden Reynolds. Strike 1 to Corbett. Reynolds kind of set the pace for this game, Perry, with those 2 home runs in the first and second inning.
Absolutely. Big home runs, even though it's early. It kind of.
Well, he accounted for 5 of the first runs of the for the Millers. Swing and a miss. Well, foul tip. That makes it 0-2. That one gets away from Jacob Morris momentarily on the mound. Hunter Corbett steps back in, facing an 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch from Morris, high and outside, makes it 1-2. Pitch to Corbett. That one's low and outside. Went from high and outside to low and outside.
2-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs, nobody on. That one goes over Corbett's head. Makes it a full count. He's gone from an 0-2 to a 3-2.
I'll tell you the truth. I'm a little confused by your tactics.
Full count pitch coming from Jake Morris. A little bit low.
Wow, what a good bat by Hunter Corbett, though. He had a 0-2 and fought back and got a walk. That's a big, shows you his patience up there. Going to put a runner in.
That's going to be Jacob Schleter. Just put a little bit of extra speed out there. And Trevor Corbett steps in for his 5th at-bat of the game. He is officially 0 for 1 with a fly out in the 4th inning. Reached on a walk in the 1st, an error in the 2nd, another walk in the 3rd. That's going to go foul down by the Miller bullpen. Millers do have somebody warming up down there.
I'm sorry.
1 ball, 1 strike on Trevor Corbett. That's outside, makes it 2-1. The 2-1, well hit ball to center field. Looks like Max Thacker is going to be there, and he makes the play. First out of the top or the bottom of the 6th for the Millers. That'll bring up Aiden Reynolds.
Third baseman, 15, Aiden Reynolds.
Reynolds is 2 for 3. Also had a walk in the 3rd. 2 home runs so far. 2-run homer in the 1st, 3-run homer in the 2nd. There's a high pop-up. First baseman Lockhart is going after it, and he lost it. I don't know if he lost that in the lights, Perry, or just
I don't even think he picked it up. I don't think he came charging in there. I don't think he saw where it was.
Well, it was his play to make.
Oh, yeah, absolutely that. But, I mean,
normally you could blame that on the sun, but you can't do that tonight.
No.
Just ends up being strike 1. 0-1 to Reynolds. That one gets away, and that's going to put Jacob Schlieder on second base on the wild pitch. That ball had to go 20 feet in the air, Perry.
Yeah,
it bounced. So Schlieder is in scoring position with 1 out. 1-1 the count on Aiden Reynolds. That's a hot shot into left field, and they're sending Schlieder home. Left fielder kind of bobbled that. Here goes to second base Reynolds, and Reynolds gets in there to second base, and the ball is overthrown. And so how do we, here's how I'm scoring this, Perry. I'm giving Reynolds a single.
Yes.
Giving him second base on the throw,
right,
and third base on an error.
Yes.
An error by, I believe it was a third baseman.
Yes.
But on the play, Schlieder scores, so that gives the Millers another run, gives them a baker's dozen now at 13, and ends up with Reynolds at third. Good heads-up running on the part of Aiden Reynolds.
He certainly amazes me to be a freshman, the maturity that he plays with out there.
That's amazing. It is. 1 down, a runner on third. Bryce Riggs at the plate. Bryce Riggs sends one right over the pitcher's head into center field. Riggs rounds first but decides to go back. And on the play, Reynolds scores the second run of the inning. 14th run of the game for the Millers.
Pitcher couldn't do anything but get out of the way, man.
Yeah.
That was a shot.
Second hit of the inning. Nolan Decker steps up. He's been on base 3 of the 4 times he's been up. Officially, he's 1 for 2 with a ground out and a base hit.
Man, he's struggling.
That one gets away in the dirt. And on the play, Riggs ends up on second on the wild pitch. So that'll be a ball one count on Nolan Decker. Swing and a foul back. Evens it up at 1-1. Long ball now ends this game, Perry. One down, 1-1, one on. 2 runs in here in the bottom of the 6th for the Millers. That one's high. 2 balls and a strike. And junior Nolan Decker. Decker had a good night last night, having an equally good night tonight. That one's outside. That'll make it 3 balls and a strike. (3-1) on the way to Decker. That's outside. That's going to be ball 4. So the Millers now with 2 runners on. And that'll bring up Aiden Ramsey.
No, Jack Shade.
Correction, I got one ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Jack Shade is 3 for 4 in this game. And are we going to have a pitching change, or are we just talking it over? There's nobody warming up in the bullpen for the Flashes. You know, with the way this game started out, Perry, with the Millers going out to a 6-0 lead before Franklin Central even scored, I thought we might have a 10-run rule game here in the 5th, or you know, in the top of the 5th or something like that. But so far, the Flashes came back and scored 6 runs in the 4th and 5th innings to make it a 3-run game at one point. Jack Shade with the opportunity with a single to pick up 1.
Jack Shade.
1 down. That's a strike. The 0-1, a little bit outside, evens it up. One and one, 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Shade fouls that one back, makes it 1 and 2. Three for 4 so far tonight. Let's see what he can do here. Fouls that one back. Battle of the ball boys there.
You have to get something exciting about the ball game, right?
Mm-hmm. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jack Shade. Everybody's ready. That's going to be, that's fair. Foul
ball.
Boy. Only foul by a foot or 2. That probably would have ended the game, Perry. Would have been close. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes on first baseman Jack Shade. Shade one with 10 seniors on this team. The 1-2 pitch to Shade, that's high, evens it up at 2-2. Every time I hear that, I think of that Duck Dynasty show. Used to enjoy that. Just good, light-hearted comedy. 2-2. Shade swings and misses on the foul tip. First time, second time he's been retired tonight. 2 down. That'll bring up center fielder Alden Ramsey.
Number 27, Aiden Ramsey.
Aiden Ramsey's had a good game tonight.
Yeah,
too.
He's officially 2 for 3. Reached on an error in the 5th. Swings and misses at that one.
Yeah, and then he also, in the first inning, hit that hard hit ball.
Yeah. That line out to center field. A little bit outside. Good eye there by Aiden. Ramsey reaches. Catcher Jacob Edwards is on deck. That one's way outside, 2-1. Miller's got runners on first and second. The 2-1 pitch, fouled back, evens it up at 2-2. Been a pretty long game, almost well over 2.5 hours old already. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on in the bottom of the 6th. There's a balk. I don't think Morris understood what he did, but I believe he probably maybe leaned toward first. I did not see it, did you?
No.
The base umpire did not hesitate in calling that. I believe the way he's explaining it to him, it looks like he leaned the wrong direction. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom of the 6th.
Oh, he got
Strike 3 called. So in the bottom of the 6th for the Millers, there were 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. 2 left on the bases through 6. Noblesville Millers 14, Franklin Central Flashes 6. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
North, that'll be at Southside Elementary in Columbus against the Columbus Bulldogs.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. In Hamilton County, Indiana.
Welcome back to Dunker Field. I'm Brad Solbert along with the one and only Perry Williams. Perry, nice to be here with you this evening.
Absolutely.
Been a pretty good night
been
a pretty good night for the Millers so far. Recapping this game, they started out strong in the first, second, and third innings, putting up a 6-0 lead. And then the Flashes came back in the 4th and 5th and put 6 runs across, but the Millers have answered every inning so far. They have scored 2 in the 1st, 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th to give them 14 runs.
That the win here tonight will give put the Millers at 5-1, which will be tied with Hamilton Southeastern for first place in the conference. Hamilton Southeastern's 10-5 on the season. The Millers are 9-3.
Yeah, the Royals
kind of boils down to that series in a couple weeks between Noblesville and Southeastern is going to be a big one.
Yes, it will be. Royals played their home and away series against Avon on Wednesday and Thursday this week, rather than the typical, Tuesday and Wednesday,
yeah.
rather than the typical Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday. Flashes have got their 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up here in the 7th. Got a lot of work to try to do to get back into this one. And a strikeout.
And they got one less right now.
Yep.
Bueller.
That'll bring up the catcher, Dylan Richards. Oh, and 1. Count is even now at 1-1 on Dylan Richards. Now 1-2. A little bit low, evens it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes on the catcher, Dylan Richards.
We got one out here.
Nobody on. Millers with an 8-run lead.
Ooh,
there's
a nice shot.
Down into the left field corner. That's going to be at least 2 bases for Dylan Richards. He's going to be into second standing up with a stand-up double. You know, the Flashes have had a number of doubles tonight, Perry.
You know, and the one thing about it is, Brad, and it shows you the kind of things that are going on positive at Franklin Central. I mean, you know, they've only won 2 ball games this year. They've only won 1 in a conference. But they've been in most of their games this season and fought pretty hard. And, you know, I have seen no sign of those kids giving up out there, to be quite honest.
Well, that had to be quite a letdown for them last night. They had a 1-run lead going into the top of the 7th, and Millers ended up scoring 3 and ended up winning the game 5-3. But it just
I'm not sure what we're doing here.
Seems like we're going to get a pinch runner in here. The runner is going to be Colt Seiler.
First running at second base, number 10, Colt Seiler.
But, you know, we're fortunate in the fact of being part of the HCC, and top to bottom.
That's a tough conference.
This is the best conference in the state of Indiana.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's not just baseball. All the sports in this conference are just tremendous. And then you look at the PBR results that came out Monday, the rankings. 6 of the 8 teams in the top 25 are from the HCC. That speaks a lot of...
speaks volumes.
Yes, it does.
One out here. Runner on second.
Brian Lockhart at the plate. Swing and a miss by Lockhart. Lockhart reached on a fielder's choice earlier, also had a double. He's in the hole 0-2. Just seems like every time coach goes out there and talks to the pitcher, good things happen.
Yeah.
The 0-2 to Lockhart. He checked his swing. Did he go? He's did.
Out.
So that'll be the second out. Flashes are 1 out away from dropping this one to the Millers. That'll bring up Colin May.
The right fielder, number 9. Colin
He has
May.
struck out all 3 times he's been up tonight. Strike 1. Yeah, I think you can say that the first 3 innings set the tone for this game, and the Millers never really let up.
Yeah, just kind of coasted all the way.
Yeah. Strike 2.
Luke Steffen's come in and done a good job here
Yes.
in relief for Riggs.
He's thrown 45 pitches. That one's low. 1-2 on Colin May. Flashes down to their last strike. That one's way high and outside. The 2-2 pitch. Ooh, just a little bit low. Full count on right fielder Colin May. Was that a hit by pitch or was that ball 4?
Ball 4.
So the Flashes have got one more chance at it here.
Number 12, Ty Horvath.
Ty Horvath steps up to the plate. Horvath, a name football fans ought to be familiar with.
Yes, sir.
Horvath is 1 for 2 officially. Blew out to the outfield in the 4th inning, had a base hit in the 3rd inning, reached on an error in the 6th. It's 2-0 now on Horvath. Millers want to put this one away and get on up and get out of here. (2-0). That one's high and inside. 3-0. Steffen in danger of walking the bases loaded here. Two strikeouts so far in this inning. The 3-0. That's ball 4. Walked him on 4 pitches. So the bases are loaded right now. Millers with an 8-run lead. That'll bring up Levi Stevens.
Levi Stevens.
That one's down the heart of the plate. Millers are sending somebody down to the bullpen to loosen up here if necessary. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So the Flashes are down to their last strike. A little bit outside. See how Edwards
tried to frame it, yeah.
He tried to frame that. And
yeah, he tried.
A little bit outside.
A little bit outside.
Just a little bit. The 1-2 pitch on the way from Stefan.
Oh, got
Strike
him right
3,
there,
got
yeah.
him. So in the top of the 7th, no runs, no hits, no errors, 3 left of the bases. Final score, Noblesville Millers 14, Franklin Central Flashes 6. Perry, your quick thoughts on the game?
Just there's a lot of baseball still to be played, and I like the fight that Franklin Central had in them, and the Millers played a good job, and Aiden Reynolds did a great job.
Yeah, they didn't give
early
up.
on.
We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Baseball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network, Bastion Solutions, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Church Hiddle at Antrim, Jamie Carvacino, Carpenter Real Estate, Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance, Blades Audio Video Security, Hamilton County Bicentennial, and the Hamilton County Reporter. On behalf of my partner Perry Williams, I'm Brad Silbert. Good night from Dunker Field.